We're into the new year and I've got my 2025 investing plan ready to go. It's mainly going to be pretty much the same thing as last year, but with current situations, I might have to adapt it slightly. So in today's video, I will share my current investment portfolio allocation. I'll do a quick reflection of 2024, and then I will share my plan to invest in 2025. Let's get to it. First of all, let me share with you guys my investment preference, so my risk tolerance as well as my goals with investing. This is really important for you guys to know because this style, it suits me and what I want. It might not be the best option for you. So yeah, it's very important for you guys to know your risk profile. First of all, how much risk are you willing to take, and then what are you investing for? Is it for something in the long term or the short term? Yeah, you guys need to make your own decision and do your own research. For me, I am someone who is looking for a bit higher growth, or higher growth potential, at least when it comes to my investment performance, and I am willing to accept some risk. I have been through drawdowns like 30-40% in 2020. I have been through it. It's scary, but I am willing to accept that risk. Generally speaking, people tend to take higher risk with their investment portfolios when they're young, because let's say if anything goes wrong, we have a lot more time until retirement for our investments to recover, or for us to try and make more money to make up for our losses. But yeah, generally speaking, as we get older, as we get into our 30s, 40s, and even 50s, people will start shifting their investment portfolios from higher to lower risk. Anyway, let's first talk about my current portfolio allocation. So the first one I'm going to be covering is my cash and cash equivalents. So for this, of course, I'm going to include all my cash, but cash equivalents are things like the money market funds, even ASB. I do consider it a cash equivalent just because they both have fixed unit price. So my allocation towards cash right now is about 50%, which yes, it is on the very high side actually, especially when I just said I want to take more risk, but I do have my reasonings for this. For one, I am still sort of new to self-employment. I guess it's been 1 year, but I do want to be a bit more cautious with my cash flow, make sure that I have enough cash in case anything bad were to happen. The second reason is that I do intend to invest some of this cash into riskier assets, but there are some things I'm trying to be more cautious about. I'll share more about this later on when I talk about my 2025 plan. Then I have my stocks, aka equities position, and this is currently 35% of my overall investment portfolio. So this covers both investments in my brokerage accounts as well as robo-advisors. So I use Stashaway, Wahid, a few different ones, but most of my money here are in my brokerages. So I use two, which is Interactive Brokers and Mumu. I also have some positions in crypto, of course. So right now I am in Bitcoin, and I also hold this coins called ENA and SUI. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct, but ENA and SUI. Mainly, most of my portfolio, most of my positions in crypto is in Bitcoin because it doesn't seem like altcoins are going to have a bull run. But yeah, it's mainly in Bitcoin. I hold this both in Luno as well as Binance. Finally, I have a 5% allocation to gold. Yes, it is a very small portion of my portfolio, but I do like it as sort of a diversifier for my entire portfolio. This one, I don't own physical gold because it's not my thing. So I own it via an ETF. I use this ETF called GLD, and I own it in my Interactive Brokers account as well. By the way, if any of you guys want to invest in stocks or ETFs, then check out Mumu and Interactive Brokers. Or if you're more of a crypto investor, then check out Luno. I've left the links to sign up for all of these platforms down in the description of this video. Now, let's have a quick look back at 2024. I'll share a bit of my reflections of how my portfolio did last year. In terms of new capital injection, so where my money went in 2024 in terms of investments, most of it went to cash and cash equivalents. Like I told you guys, last year, it was my first full year as someone who is self-employed, so I wanted to be a bit more cautious. And most of this money went to money market funds, digital banks, and Amanah Saham. So I always put my cash in places that will earn me at least some returns. In terms of the performance, there's nothing much to talk about, I guess. It's as expected. Digital banks and money market funds will give me around 3 to 3.5% a year, but ASB, they did give a pretty nice dividend of 5.75%. For stocks, I did continue my dollar cost averaging my weekly deposits into Stashaway. I continued that last year, and I also invested a bit more into ETFs via my brokerage accounts. I also, last year, I did a whole rebalance of my long-term stock portfolio. I just thought it's finally time for me to do it. I talk more about this topic in my YouTube video. If you guys are interested, you can check it out here. The performance for stocks last year, of course, were really good. This mainly came from the US side of things. Crypto-wise, I didn't add any more positions towards Bitcoin last year because, I felt like I already had enough. I also did get some nice airdrops from some projects that I used to be active with last time. So I sold those airdrops and I reallocated that money towards ENA and Sui that I was talking about. Again, crypto performance last year, of course, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know, it was crazy, even better than the US stock market. Finally, on gold, I only started investing in this last year. So when I did my whole portfolio rebalance, I decided to add gold into it. I missed the huge run that it had at the start of 2024, but I'm still sitting on some nice gains. So yeah, pretty happy with it. Last year, I think was one of gold's best year in a very long time. It was up by 25.5%. And I remember reading somewhere it had like 40 something new all-time highs that it made throughout 2024. So that was pretty nice too. So 2024, reflection, I guess everything was good. On hindsight, obviously, I should have invested more into anything. I could have invested into stocks, Bitcoin, gold, whatever it is. I would have made a lot more money than just keeping it in a bank account. But, let bygones be bygones. Let's look at 2025's investing plan. Like I said, I do have quite a bit of cash. This 50% allocation in cash and cash equivalents, I am planning to deploy that into stocks. I want to move some of this money, maybe hold around 30% in cash. The problem is stocks, Bitcoin, gold, everything is still very close to all-time highs. Their prices are really high. Now, this is not a problem on its own. I did a video recently talking about how, or whether you should still invest at all-time highs. Spoiler alert, the answer is yes. But I do have this tingling feeling that a market correction is overdue. I feel like it's going to come. So the plan for now, temporarily, is to still invest most of my newly earned money into Amanah Saham. I don't know, I just don't feel very comfortable investing a lot of money into other asset classes at these prices and at these valuations right now. Especially when you're investing a large chunk of money, it just doesn't feel that good. I feel like Amanah Saham's 5% plus returns a year might be even better than what we can expect from the stock markets or Bitcoin and other stuff moving forward. I'm also going to be doing some spring cleaning because I have way too many digital banks. I have way too many money market funds because I was testing it out for you guys to make some content. So I'm going to be doing some spring cleaning ahead of Chinese New Year, consolidate some of those and then move some of it to Amanah Saham as well. But when the time is right, when I feel like the market is already starting to go down and everyone is starting to get worried, I will withdraw my cash, all my investments in Amanah Saham and move it to both stocks and crypto. And that is the perfect thing about ASB. It's really good because it's extremely liquid. I can withdraw it at any time I want and I don't have to worry about market corrections. It's not like owning a stock where one day I need the cash, I want to sell it, I might be losing money. With Amanah Saham, because it's fixed at 1 ringgit per unit, I basically can't lose money. Yeah, I guess one sticking point is that if you want to withdraw more than 2,000 ringgit in a single month, you cannot do it online. You will have to go to a physical bank branch, which I can't imagine. I haven't done it in so long. But that's just a small thing for me. There are really no better options right now. So yeah, when a correction comes, I will do that. I will head to a physical bank. I'll request for a withdrawal and then I'll transfer that money into my brokerage account, ready to deploy into stocks and ready to go all in. I still do have quite a bit of money or cash just sitting around in both Moomoo and Interactive Brokers. So I am ready to take advantage of any opportunities if it comes suddenly while waiting for my cash to be moved from ASB to my brokerage accounts. Right now, I'm still thinking that I will invest most of my cash into US stocks just because, it does feel like they will continue to lead moving forward. Plus, with Trump coming into office and stuff like that, he does have a lot of policies that are pro-US companies. I do have an allocation to international stocks because I want the diversification and I don't want to be all into the US. But their recent performance, honestly speaking, has been very disappointing. Hopefully, it does turn sometime soon. I think a lot of it will rely on China. But yeah, let's just wait and see. And just in case my market timing sucks. I am a full-time trader by profession, but sometimes I could still get things wrong. So just in case my market timing skills are wrong and this year we go up by another 20%, I at least still have my weekly auto deposits going into Stashaway, which is again, mostly or actually 100% in stock. On the crypto side, I am planning to cash out some of my gains in 2025, and this is especially talking about the altcoin side. To me, if altcoin season is not going to come, then I'm just going to get out. I don't want to be left holding the bag and then giving back a lot of my profits, just like I did in 2021 in the last bull cycle. Honestly speaking, I might sell some of these positions even very soon. maybe sometime in the next few weeks or even few months. Maybe I'll miss out on a huge bull run, but whatever. If we get one more nice huge spike, one more huge parabolic move, I would 90% chance sell everything and just get out. Bitcoin though, that is a completely different story. I will most likely hold my entire Bitcoin position. Maybe I will even add more to it in 2025 if there is a good opportunity. It does seem like, last year especially, it's starting to show that Bitcoin is a lot stronger than altcoins. I do feel like after the launch of ETFs with a lot of institutional interest and stuff like that, it is acting a lot stronger. I'm also, a lot more comfortable holding Bitcoin long term. I do think that out of all of the cryptocurrencies out there, Bitcoin is the only one that has a chance to survive long term. I can't really say the same for any other coin right now, which is why to me, all these other coins are more like trades, whereas Bitcoin is more of an investment. So those are my thoughts and my plans for 2025 with regards to my investing portfolio. Let me know what you guys think about it. And also, what are you guys doing this year? Are you guys going to change something, or is it going to be same? Anyway, thanks for watching this video to the end, guys. Give me a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.